Well, hello everyone. It has been a while, and I am back, and I'm gonna jump right into this. I am obviously, judging by the title, I am doing a Fallout New Vegas playthrough, and this is going to be an explosives playthrough. Now, just a really quick background right now. I'm gonna explain a little bit as I go, but I'm going to start a new game. I'm going to play on just normal difficulty, but I am going to be playing with hardcore mode turned on. And I guess I'll explain the rest as I go after this little opening video. I think it's about 5 or so minutes long, so if you've already seen this or just don't give a crap about the story, as I really don't, I'm just going to show it anyway. But if you don't care, you can skip through the video, skip to probably about the 5-minute mark, and we'll get on with the actual gameplay. But for now, I'll let this just play through, I guess.
War. War never changes. When atomic fire consumed the Earth, those who survived did so in great underground vaults. When they opened, their inhabitants set out across the ruins of the old world to build new societies, establishing villages, forming tribes. As decades passed, what had been the American Southwest united beneath the flag of the new California Republic, dedicated to old world values of democracy and the rule of law. As the Republic grew, so did its needs. Scouts spread east, seeking territory and wealth in the dry and merciless expanse of the Mojave Desert. They returned with tales of a city untouched by the warheads that had scorched the rest of the world, and a great wall spanning the Colorado River. The NCR mobilized its army and sent it east to occupy Hoover Dam and restore it to working condition. But across the Colorado, another society had arisen under a different flag. A vast army of slaves forged from the conquest of 86 tribes, Caesar's Legion. 4 years have passed since the Republic held the dam, just barely, against the Legion's onslaught. The Legion did not retreat. Across the river, it gathers strength. Campfires burn, training drums beat. Through it all, the New Vegas Strip has stayed open for business, under the control of its mysterious overseer, Mr. House, and his army of rehabilitated tribals and police robots. You are a courier, hired by the Mojave Express to deliver a package to the New Vegas Strip. What seemed like a simple delivery job has taken a turn for the worse.
You got what you were after, so pay up.
You're crying in the rain, Pally.
Guess who's waking up over here?
Time to cash out.
Will you get it over with?
Maybe cons kill people without looking them in the face. But I ain't a fink. Dig? You've made your last delivery, kid. Sorry you got twisted up in this scene. From where you're kneeling must seem like an 18-carat run of bad luck. Truth is, the game was rigged from the start.
Alright, anyway. I think that's quite enough. Like I said, it's going to be an explosive playthrough. Just a quick background, it's going to be on hardcore mode. I am not like a noob to the Fallout series or anything. I have played this game before. I actually don't know if I've beaten like the main story. I don't know if anyone has, to be honest. There's just so much to do. But I have played through it before, twice actually, so I know the gist of the game. I know what I'm doing. I have a plan for my build and all that. But I have never actually played on hardcore mode. And if you don't know what that is, it is a mode, it'll ask me if I want to keep it on or turn it on after this little tutorial. But in hardcore mode, it's actually like hunger actually matters, thirst actually matters, sleep actually matters. Those are the main differences. The other main difference is that all ammo that you have actually has a weight. And when you play on normal mode, if you've ever played this game or Fallout 3, all of the ammo for your guns are weightless, so you can just carry thousands and thousands of rounds of ammo as the game progresses, and it makes it kind of easy. So with hardcore mode, you always have to watch your hunger, watch your thirst. You don't want to become too thirsty because your skills are going to drop, similar to radiation. So you always have to carry water on you or find a water source, always have to carry food on you. Again, it's not that difficult once you really get into it, but it adds a little bit more of a realistic challenge to the game. Now, the ammo thing isn't really going to affect me because, like I said, it's an explosives playthrough. Maybe later on in the game, once I'm carrying around tons of missiles and mini nukes, it will become a little bit of an issue, but at the moment, at least in the early game, I don't foresee it being any sort of a problem whatsoever. So that's a background on the type of game I'm going to be playing. We'll get to my skills in a minute. Right now, I'm just kind of messing around with this. I don't really care what I look like. I'm just trying out some stupid things. I'll probably just settle on nothing at all. Not that it matters anyway. But I'm doing this to buy some time, I guess, as I explain what I want to explain. An explosives playthrough, as you might imagine, is going to be kind of interesting, possibly difficult. I don't even know how it's going to go. In my first couple playthroughs of this game, I only used regular guns and a little bit of unarmed, which is pretty fun in itself. And I might think about using a little bit melee, or like, kind of hybriding this off into a little bit of melee or unarmed, because with only explosives, if people get up in my face, if people are, are in a close quarters battle with me, I am going to be screwed with only grenades and dynamite and, the odd missile launcher to use. So I might end up making this into a hybrid explosives, excuse me, into a hybrid explosives melee type character. But mainly I want this build to be fun. I want it to be kind of free in that we can take it into a couple different ways, and I want you guys to have a say in it as well. So right there, I just want to say, leave a comment on what you want me to do. Like, do you think it'll be more fun if I also do an explosives / melee build, or if you want me to just risk it and just use only explosives, not even try the melee? If it's close quarters battle, screw it, blow everyone up. We could try that. That might end up with me dying a whole bunch, but I don't know. What do you guys think? Just let me know if anyone's, interested in this and has an opinion. Just let me know what you think I should do, and I'm gonna have you guys make a lot of choices along the way as well. Obviously, Fallout is a game of choices, and certain side quests, certain allegiances, alliances, clans. What should I do there? Along the way, I'll probably ask you guys to leave comments on what you want me to do, and we'll see where it goes. But right now I'm going to make my skills for this build. And I already have kind of a template planned out here. So I'm just going to go right to the end. And here we go. For an explosives build on hardcore mode, weight is definitely going to be a concern. Like I said about ammo, missiles later on in the game. So I'm going to want high strength. Now, perception governs the explosive skill, but it doesn't actually change anything. A higher perception means a higher starting explosive skill. But other than that, it doesn't help explosives. So I'm going to put perception to 1, because other than that, it's useless. And I can just raise the explosive skill myself later on, well, early on. I can tag it, I can put all my points into it, so perception doesn't matter. Strength is going to matter a lot. Endurance is going to matter a hell of a lot. In terms of limb crippling and my overall health, I'm going to need a lot with an explosives build. Intelligence is always important. It's probably the most important skill. And really, agility is probably the most important outside of that. In terms of luck, I am not going to be planning on playing too much casino for this Let's Play. No one wants to see me just playing blackjack. They want to see me blowing shit up. At least that's my you know, those are my thoughts on it at least. So I'm not going to go with luck. I raised agility to 9 because agility, I'm not going to be using VATs too often, but agility does help with your speed overall. And if I happen to need the action points in VATs, you know, I'll go with them. Charisma, I kept low for one main reason, kind of similar to the luck thing. You know, it's a Let's Play. I want it to be exciting. I want it to be combat-based. I don't want, like, a half-hour video to just be me talking to people and performing speech checks and convincing people not to fight me. Does that make sense to you guys? I want this build to be more of just, you know, the silent, explosive guy, just a dumbass who he can't talk his way out of anything. Every single time he gets into trouble, he is screwed. He's just going to have to start blowing the crap out of everything. I think, you know, beforehand, I thought that would be the most fun for doing a Let's Play, so I'm going to stick with that for now. So I put my Charisma to 1, Strength, Endurance, Intelligence, and Agility to 9s. I think those are going to be the most important, and again, you might think that you might want Perception to be higher to have a higher Explosives starting skill, but we can get Explosives to 100 very early on, and once we do that, Perception isn't going to matter whatsoever, especially if we have ED as a comrade, which maybe we will, maybe we won't. Either way, I don't consider Perception to be very important at all. And right here, I'm just answering whatever to these questions. I'm not really paying attention to what I'm doing at all, because again, these questions here don't matter. They just determine what your starting tag skills are going to be, and I think maybe what weapons or something he gives you when you leave here. So I think if you answer with a few explosives once he gives you dynamite or whatever, or maybe that's just if you tag the skill, I don't know. But you see here, we can just tag whatever skills we want to anyway, and I obviously want explosives for sure, because since our perception is 1 right now, our explosives start out at 5, so we need to tag it just to get it to a respectable 20. But the other 2 that I'm going to want to do are lockpick, and I believe you can make a case for medicine. Like having it at 36 right now would be a big help, but I think I want to make a case for putting it into sneak. And here's why. I kind of want to avoid close quarters combat if at all possible. And one thing that you can do in close quarters combat, if the people haven't found you yet, are drop grenades and drop frag mines into their pockets. And if you can successfully sneak up on someone in this game and drop a grenade into their pocket, it is an insta-kill, if I'm not mistaken. So that is a huge help with an explosives build, at least. Being able to sneak up on someone and just being able to pickpocket them perfectly and drop a grenade in, I mean, that is absolutely huge, especially if you're facing a tough enemy that you wouldn't normally be able to beat without, you know, suffering some severe injuries. Being able to drop those grenades in their pocket is huge. So that's why I'm going with sneak. And as far as I know, I don't think I'm going to pick any traits because they all come with a pretty big negative. And I'm not sure if there are any traits that really help an explosives person in general anyway. I'm just not reading through them because I honestly don't even remember what these ones are. And I don't think I'm going to do this. You can make a case for heavy-handed, I suppose, if I want to turn this into a a hybrid melee build. But I don't know. I like critical hits as well. Kamikaze is just kind of unimportant late game. Loose cannon you do not want. You might think right here, oh yeah, 30% faster, 30% more damage for explosives. You need the range in this game, trust me, especially on hardcore mode. You are going to get your ass crippled to hell if you do not have a high range. You do not want to be using grenades in close quarters combat. And I just remembered, I am definitely going to be using Wild Wasteland, and 4 Eyes would actually be kind of a nice help, but I realized I can't pick it. I think because I left my perception at 1, I kind of screwed myself there. But I do want Wild Wasteland for the reason being, I don't know exactly what area it's in or what circumstances the game needs to be in order to trigger it, but there is an area with Wild Wasteland where you can pick up some, or find out the schematics for, I forget exactly how it works, the holy hand grenades, which for an explosives character are very, very helpful. And, you know, Wild Wasteland doesn't really have too many negatives, at least for an explosives character. I think it just changes around some of the weapon drops, some of the guns that you can carry, and it makes the game generally a little bit more fucked up in certain areas, I guess. I have never really went out and sought out every single area that Wild Wasteland affects. Maybe we'll do that in this Let's Play, why not? hopefully some crazy things happen. So I'm just gonna go through and loot this guy's house, trying to find some food and water and some random ammo. Even though I'm not gonna use this ammo, obviously, I'm probably not gonna be using too many guns. I'm gonna pick up most of the ammo I come across, as long as you know, I'm not carrying too much stuff already. If I'm not gonna over encumber myself, I'm probably going to pick up most of the ammo I come across, for the simple reason being that you can sell everything in this game. Money is going to be very important because I am probably going to be visiting doctors a lot. In hardcore mode, which I'm going to be activating right now, stim packs do not do a lot. They only heal you over time. Doctor's bags do not fully heal limbs. Doctor's bags only partially heal like one limb, basically. Kind of like what a stim pack does on normal mode. And stim packs cannot be used to heal limbs at all. So that's another big thing. Crippling is a huge factor. If you get crippled, you are often screwed because there aren't many ways to heal yourself, especially if you're in an enemy area or if you're in a dungeon. You could be completely screwed if you become crippled. So you're going to be visiting doctors a lot, and because you're visiting doctors a lot, you're going to be crippled a lot. No, wait, no, I just argued myself in a circle there. Oh my god, I'm not even thinking. Because you're going to be seeing doctors a lot, you're going to be using caps a lot. There we go, Dusty. Using the brain helps. Alright, so let's see here. I'm just going through the menus, getting some stuff out of the way. He gave me dynamite to start, which I think was because of my answers for his questions. It could be because I tagged explosives. I'm not really sure how that works, but usually he gives you, I think, just a pistol or something. But he gave me dynamite, which, you know, I'm not going to argue that. Very good. And now here we go. We are out in the game world. And let's see. I don't know if you guys watching this video are going to be noobs to Fallout, if you've never played this game and just want to watch it, or if you're going to be kind of experienced veterans and just want to watch a different playthrough. Because if you've already played the game before, then me explaining all this stuff is kind of useless. You're probably like, yeah, alright, shut the hell up, Dusty, just talk about other stuff. But if you've never played the game before or don't know how hardcore mode works, you might appreciate me at least explaining some of the basics to you. So if any of you guys are out there watching this, and you know, just let me know what camp you reside in, if you like me explaining the simple things like that or not. Because if not, I could totally spend my time just talking about different things, making jokes, talking about the storyline, just talking about other personal stuff. But as it stands now, since this is the first video, I just kind of figured, while I go through this kind of boring opening story stuff, it wouldn't really hurt to talk about at least what I have planned for this playthrough, or at least some basics. As for other things that I have planned, I think I'm planning on raising explosives to 100 as fast as possible. I'll probably have it up to or close to 100 by level 10, just because that'll open up so many more options. I'll be able to handle any type of explosive weapon right off the bat. I'll be able to possibly go out and get some legendary weapons early, have some great guns, and be able to wreak some big-time havoc early on. And, you know, that's what we want from this playthrough, right? We just want to see me blowing the shit out of everything. At least that's what I want. And if my explosive skill is low and I'm not able to blow the crap out of anything, then what is the point? That's my opinion on that. So I'm just going to raise explosives to 100 as early as possible. I'm probably going to pump most points into explosives, and I'm also going to go right for the skill books. I might not do that in the playthrough. I might just do that, you know, not in a video, just in downtime, so I'm not wasting time running around for an hour just finding books. No one really wants to see that. So for the next video, or maybe like for the third or fourth video after the first playthrough, I might just go and get all the explosive skill books, or all the ones I can, just to raise that up and not waste any time. But yeah, like I said, I already have my original skills planned out. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention this. I only raised my strength, endurance, agility, and intelligence to 9 for a reason. You don't want to initially raise anything to 10 because of the fact that there are implants in the game. You can permanently increase any skill by 1 point later on once you get to the New Vegas medical clinic. So there's no reason to raise anything to 10 when you can just have everything at 9 and add it to 10 yourself later on. It's just basically a waste of a skill point. So yeah, I will be utilizing all the implants. While, you know, as long as I'm able to, why not just get an implant for everything? It's just a big help, a big bonus with no downside whatsoever, outside of some caps out of your pocket. But I'll be able to deal with that when the time comes.
Nice shot. Well, that's a start.
Alright, and now it is time to go and kill some geckos. Lead the way.
Hear
All
that
right.
up on the ridge behind me there?
So yeah, like I said, I think sneak
Bunch
is
of little
probably the
monsters is
next
what they
most
are.
important
Let's see
skill.
if we can get a little closer. we move
And like
quietly.
I said, that's because being able to sneak up behind enemies and just pickpocket grenades into them is huge. One grenade, one dead person. Just as simple as that. It's a one-shot kill on anyone that you're able to sneak up on. And yeah, you can't really... I can't say enough how important that is. So right now, here's my first enemy, a gecko. I do not know how this is going to turn out because... Oh my god, these guys are fast. These guys are fast. Oh shit. I'll try this in VATS and see how it goes. I do not think dynamite is the best weapon to use on geckos. Oh my god. Oh, he stood still for me. Cool. I don't know if that's like a glitch or if the game lets enemies... I don't know. Oh my god, get the fuck away. Get the away. Sonny, Sonny, help, 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 help.
Oh, that's
Get away, get away. Do not want to fight. I am such a bitch. Oh my god.
See?
Thank you, Sonny.
Getting...
All
There's
right,
two
we
more
are not
wells
going to
in
fight
the
any more
clearing.
geckos because they are just too fast. And I do not want to fight melee now. I just want to use my dynamite. I want to use my dynamite and just fight
I'm
slow
heading back
enemies.
now.
And the
Hope-
geckos do
Okay,
not
do me a
fall into
favor.
that slow enemy
Trudy,
category.
She's the bartender.
So, okay,
She'd be
screw
across
this
from here.
tutorial. We are done with it. Oh, goodness. All right, let's go to, anyway, what was I going to say? Oh, yeah. I didn't really talk much on this trip back. I might just edit it out. And that's another thing I wanted to talk about. Just the, style of this Let's Play or playthrough. Just the aesthetic of it. Do you guys want to watch every single thing? Like, I'm probably going to cut out this journey back to the Prospector Saloon. Because, I don't know, if I'm showing every single thing in this playthrough, it's going to be longer than it needs to be. Do we really want to spend a half-hour video of me just walking through the wasteland from point A to point B to do a mission? In my opinion, that's not very conducive to an exciting playthrough.
I'm done.
Maybe you guys have a different opinion on that. Yeah, as far as I'm concerned, I'm probably just not going to talk much on my trips, like my 20-minute trips back and forth from point A to point B. If something crazy happens, or if I happen to be talking about something interesting, I think I will just, you know, put that in. But otherwise, if nothing interesting happens, I'm just going to cut out my long walks. If you guys have any complaints about that, or if you really want to see everything, I can do that. I just don't think it would be very useful. So, here's my plan right now. I'm following Joe Cobb. Most people that play the game probably decide to help Goodsprings because they, you know, they're the good guys. They're the people that saved you. They're the people that want to help you. And not many people take the Powder Ganger path. I am going to take the Powder Ganger path, and I'm going to help Joe Cobb whoop the town's ass. And I'm doing this for a very good reason. Not because I think the Powder Gangers are cool. I think they're a bunch of pussies, kind of like I am right now. But if you've played through the game before and you know the factions, the Powder Gangers are the explosive faction. Well, the early game explosive faction. Obviously, the Boomers come in a little bit later, and yeah, I will be joining them as well. But the Powder Gangers are the faction that use dynamite, they use hand grenades, they use frag mines, which means that their camp at the NCR Correctional Facility has an abundance of these things, and an abundance of Powder Gangers that are holding these things. So if I can become friends with them, if I can get in on that action and get myself access to some early game dynamite, you bet your ass I'm going to take advantage of that. So that is why I am aligning myself with Joe Cobb right now. Not because I think he's cool, I think he's kind of an asshole, and I haven't yet decided if I want to be a good guy or a bad guy, but at least for this early game mission, I will be joining the Powder Gangers because I want to get in on their action. So, that's what I'm going to be doing, and excuse me for a second while I blow my nose. Oh, I think I'm coming down with some kind of a cold there. Utilize the loading screen. Alright.
Well,
So I'm talking to Trudy just to finish off this mission. And... Alright, that does it, I guess. Let me see if I can fix her radio for some experience. Nope. I cannot. And... I was thinking about possibly buying some stuff from Trudy, some food, water, but it looks like my vitals are pretty good right now. If I haven't really explained that, sorry. If you don't know what I've been looking at, I keep bringing up the menu and looking at that thing with food and water. You want to keep those meters low. Like it said, there was a hydration meter, a food meter, and a sleep meter. You do not want them to grow higher past like the 200 mark, because once that happens, you're going to be dehydrated, or you're going to be, malnutrient. I don't even know what the word is for that. You're not gonna have nutrients in your body, and you do not want those meters to rise, because when they rise and they get over the 200 mark, your skills are gonna drop. Your special skills or your just general skills are gonna drop, and you do not want that.
That's close
And here
enough.
we go. Time to kick Ringo's ass. I'm gonna smooth talk
Sorry
my way
about
out
the
of this.
gun. We got
Something
off to
I'm
a
not
bad
gonna be able to
start.
do often with a 1 charisma and no speech whatsoever. But for now,
Yeah.
let's see
He
here.
doesn't look very tough, though. I'll have a much bigger
All right, I was able to
problem
smooth
once
talk my way
his
out of
friends
this, so
show
he's not gonna shoot me right now at least. So I'll at least be able to get the first attack in on him. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to
I'm gonna
get
lay
any type
low
of
for as
critical
long as
hit.
I
I don't know if
can.
explosives can even give you a critical hit or like a sneak attack. As far as I know, they don't.
Yeah.
But I'm not really sure. I guess I'd rather attack from being hidden anyway, regardless. So let's see. How do I want to do this? First, I'll just loot this area. I don't want things to be blown around. I know there's a safe over here, but damn it, I can't do it. Oh yeah, that's the other thing. The first time I level up, I am definitely gonna want to raise lockpick to 25 and then go for explosives. Having a lockpick of 25 will at least allow me to open up easy locks like that safe there. Being able to open up locks, certain safes, certain doors will be a big help, especially ammunition cases with grenades in them. That would be a big help. So, I guess I'll just be hidden around this counter and let's start peppering this dude with dynamite. Save the game here. I haven't even saved at all yet, so I'll just save this to have a save. But just in case this goes badly, I am definitely going to want the game saved. And let's start owning this dude. That's a nice dynamite. And it did not kill him. So we'll get another one. Hide. Hide. Nice. Let's go into vats and see what's going to happen here. I can kill him in one more solid dynamite. Should take him out. And oh, son of a bitch. No, 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 no. Oh, God. Did I hurt myself? Nah, not too bad if I did it all. Oh, Ringo, you lost your head. Oh, that is gruesome. Let's pick this. Oh, God. Nice. Blowing a guy's head off with dynamite. You know what I'm going to do here? I'm going to deliver Ringo's head to Joe Cobb on a silver platter. Or a wooden box. Let's get in here. This is so fucked up. Oh, God. All right, Joe Cobb, you want to see Ringo's head? You got it, baby. Oh, God.